Oh goodness, I hope you can hear me. Hello. Happy Wednesday. I'm here. Sorry, we had to restart. Hi everybody. It is Wednesday. It's 5:26. I'm not even late. Hi Ann. Hi Sharon. Hi Mariana. Tarita. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I had to restart. I didn't have everything hooked up. Oh goodness. All right, happy Wednesday. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Hi, Glenda. Oh, so y'all, I'm back. It's Wednesday. Oops, I gotta flip that on. Oops, I gotta flip that off. All right, it's Wednesday and I'm back. I'm in my studio and I'm happy to be back. But is it possible? I'm sad to be back. You ever had a vacation? Do you ever have a vacation that legit you don't want it to end? Switching my fan. And you just existed in every moment, and I have to put the fan on. I had one of those weekends. So I am back. I'm happy to be painting with you guys. I couldn't be more blessed and happy. And but I had a few days off. And I'm going to share a little bit, 527. By the way, for those of you who know it, I will sit here and chat with you guys for about the 15 minutes, and then I'll do a free live painting demo. But we're going to talk about lots of stuff that's going on. Yes, I had an amazing weekend. I typically don't share my vacations on my business page, but I felt the need to share the sky, the cowboys, the sky, the cowboys, the cowboys. All right, the sky too. The deer, the wildlife. I had limited Wi-Fi. Um, and legit, it was just an amazing weekend off. Oh, those cowboys. All right. I just returned from New Mexico. I got to experience something I had never experienced really, and I had the most amazing time. I met a lot of amazing artists. This was great. I also reinvigorated the economy because every artist that was selling something, I felt the need to buy. So I'll share a little bit about that. Um, Somebody said cowboys are awesome. They're very polite. They honor their women. The cowgirls, by the way, were just as tough, if not tougher, and they were also cute. So I don't know how to describe my vacation, but it was great. And I took my art journal, but I didn't have a ton of time because we were kind of submersed in what I was doing. And the whole time I kept thinking, colors and what are we going to do tonight? I saw turquoise and reds and oranges. Oh, Tamberley, I was like, save a horse, ride a cowboy the whole time. But I do want to tell you a couple of things. I announced last week that we're doing a live in-person event, and I can't wait. Oops, I got to find my, okay. I'm going to give the link to that if you want to be the first to be notified. We're going to do an event November 5th, 6th, and 7th in Fort Worth, Texas. And by the way, all roads are leading me to the west. So Kelly just said, polite Wrangler wearing goodness. That is how I would describe it. Also, the mamas. Let me talk about cowboy mamas. They raise their boys to be polite. They're boys and girls. All of the kids I met were so delightful. So I'll talk about that. But we're going to do a live retreat. Oh, Sam. Okay, I'm going to talk really quick about my vacation. I have 15 minutes, and if I get tears in my eyes, it's who I am. So I just want to say to Sam, thank you so much for this whole entire weekend. Everything I got replugged into everything that I do, and I loved it so much. I'm going to say the cowboy mamas are the toughest mamas in the world, or the rodeo moms. I saw their hats. They raise their boys to be good, nice boys, for the most part. There's bad cowboys. The other thing is, boy, oh boy, I met so many amazing people, maybe by accident. Maybe it's my, I want to say, outgoing personality or my big mouth. But I met artists. I met so many people, moms, dads, cowboys, you name it. And I was so fortunate. I will tell you this. I went to my girlfriend and I. We went to a market each day. So there was a lovely artist making these. These are gourds. This is a coyote something. I took notes on everything. But I picked this out. And it says, just when the caterpillar thought her life was over, she began to fly. And so I bought this. I bought some of her art. Okay. I bought, this is Marinelle. Befriended her. She was sweet as heck. Cowgirls Don't Cry. And it says, veterinarian, rancher, and barroom dancer. I figured, how could you go wrong with something like this? I've never been a veterinarian, a rancher, or a barroom dancer. Not coordinated enough. But I bought that. And I bought this because she Jingle Bob Murders, because she said that she had written about the perfect man in this, so I was going to look that up. Also, there was a silent auction. This was me. If it was an artist doing something, now they had a live auction. I couldn't support everybody, and the auction started to go into the hundreds and thousands. I couldn't do it. But there was an artist who hand painted this with 4 glasses. So the starting bid was like $25, and I could not handle the fact that these were going to go for $25. So don't worry, I got the bid up, girls, and I figured it was great for lemonade and sangria. So I bought it, and I ended up I brought a lot back. So, but isn't that cute? Doesn't that remind you of me? I mean, so everything that I did, I got the artist name. I will tell you this. I went in one morning to have, Kelly Allen just said margaritas. So while we were there, my girlfriend who we were with, I was going to do Corona-ritas where you put a little Corona in it. And we pulled these out. So we've already drank in them. And so I couldn't let anything go by. Hitomi asked, did I take an extra luggage? We were in an RV. And so we brought jewelry. I'm not wearing any of it. We brought jewelry. We bought food. I will tell you the story about me. At 6:38 in the morning on Saturday morning, my friend was like, hey, let's walk down and have breakfast. At 6:38 in the morning, there were deer crossing the road. I was in heaven. I watched the sunrise, and it was great. And we go down for the best breakfast. There was a sign that said, best breakfast in town. Now, let me just tell you, the population was 175, I think. And best breakfast in town means only breakfast in town. So we walked down there, and the door was ajar, and as any restaurant, if the door is ajar, one, being myself, is going to walk through said door. Well, I walked into their living room, and they're not serving breakfast anymore. And the best part was she's sitting right there, and I was like, oh, I hear they have the best breakfast in town. I think they were eating breakfast, and I walked in, and I was like, y'all don't look like you're serving breakfast, and uh, they were not. And she's like, honey, we haven't served breakfast here in 3 years. So I walked out. I just creeped out the back. I moonwalked right out, and I apologized for interrupting. She was one of the street vendors. So Eddie and her dear family, thank you very much. I ended up meeting them. She did have breakfast burritos. I will say, if you ever go to Glenwood, New Mexico, please have Eddie's breakfast burritos. It was the best breakfast burrito I've ever had. But they have the sign still up, and it was pretty funny. I think I met people too, because I'm kind of that kind of person who just doesn't belong anywhere but belongs somewhere. So, Connie, I'm going to talk about the dancing. So I did talk to Eddie, by the way. She happened to be from where I'm from, Detroit, and her daughter went to my rival high school in Michigan. So another thing I'm going to say is I got the opportunity to dance. I am a girl who, if somebody puts music on, I feel the need to dance. And we did, I don't know how to describe it other than it's not like the country music that goes on now with the young kids who just stomp and line dancing. It was good old-fashioned two-stepping. The kids were two-stepping. The adults were two-stepping. Waltz, polka, 10-step. I love to dance when music comes on. I will say this, my dance card was full. And I danced with some amazing, polite, lovely people. The next day we went to the fireworks, and it was quite funny because I don't think I sat. I think I lost about 20 pounds. I didn't. I gained weight. But I did look at my step count, and I was nearing 20,000 steps by the end of the evening, and I didn't want to leave. But it was just good old-fashioned. The kids didn't have video games. I didn't see any of the kids taking iPhones from their parents. It was much how I raised my kids, only they didn't two-step. I don't know. Took me back. I didn't. Thank you, New Mexico. So that's what I want to say. New Mexico is full of, I got rainstorms, I got this, I got that, I got dancing. Some of you saw me in a picture with a cowboy hat. That was not mine. But I'm getting one. I have, you guys all know I love cowboy boots, and I wear cowboy boots, so that's not unfamiliar to me. But, and Wranglers, I love Wranglers, but they're meant for tall girls. Did I mention there's cowboys? Oh my God. So, that's okay. I just want to say thank you so much, New Mexico. You treated us so brilliantly. We took a lot of food, and we came back with more than we bought. If you go to New Mexico, buy the beef from the local ranchers. And I went to 2 rodeos. I rode a horse. I didn't ride a horse. The horse was 37, and like the horse wasn't going any faster than I was. So yeah, if you get the opportunity to go to New Mexico, we're going to go to Las Cruces next. So I just want to say that was an amazing vacation, and it changed my heart. It did change my heart. I met so many people. I also met, by the way, when I went there, I recognized the name of somebody there. Found out it was one of my friends' brothers. I raised my boy with her son, and she lives in town, and so that was even more amazing. So, okay, that's it. But just so you know, when you live in the United States or anywhere in the world, and you get the opportunity to travel and be with the locals and walk into that breakfast location that's not serving breakfast for the last 3 years, and you have that opportunity to connect with somebody, just go for it. even if you're making a real jerk of yourself. But I did get invited to breakfast. Yeah, by the way, New Mexico's on my short list for everything that just fed my heart. So thank you, New Mexico. Okay, so today, too, I don't have a plan. I should have started by saying, my name is Tracy Weinzeffel. Welcome to my studio. If you notice, the next class is right here. I'm going to talk about that later. We are going to paint. You get a free demo here. I usually like to talk for a couple of minutes, and I am excited about my vacation, so I thought I would talk about that. So take those opportunities you can, especially now. And I took my art journal. I painted. Oh my God, I painted. And I wrote little ideas down. I had 10 hours in an RV. I'm headed to Fort Worth, Texas in November. For those of you who are interested, I hope I give the right thing. You want to get on an email list to get notified first. I'm going to be in person. It's going to be limited by numbers, and that's it. I'm going to submerge myself in every bit of culture and environment I can. While we're talking, I'm going to cover my book. I don't have a plan. I never have a plan. Sometimes I think I have a plan, but I don't. Today I want to try something a little different, but maybe not. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Terry. I don't know how to say it other than I felt so blessed by the opportunity to meet new people and new families. Not to mention, I'm going to tell you this, I experienced this trip with two of my best friends. If you can ever do that in an RV, I mean, every morning I woke up, there was deer. I am definitely a girl who loves nature. Here's one other thing. I'm talking while I'm taping. I'll show you what I'm doing. So for those of you who are gearing up for there you go. Okay, I just am taping this off. You guys, I got to go on a hike. Now, it wasn't a monumental, lengthy hike. It was the catwalk, it went back to the days of mining. Oh, my goodness. It was gorgeous. I had to sit in the water that was coming down. It was beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm going to catch up on all these comments. If I'm missing anything, please excuse me. So, I got to experience the catwalk and all the hiking. It was warm, it was hot, but the catwalk was gorgeous. I tried to share some of those photos if you all want to see. But if you have the chance to go to Glenwood, New Mexico, now if I put Glenwood on the map, they're going to be really mad at me, but you can tell Bucky I said hello. Okay, today, the size of my journal. So I put, let me talk about my journal. This is the second to last page. I have two no, this is the last page. Oh, because I skipped a page. Well, that's okay. We're going to be fine. So this is a 7x10 watercolor journal. This is on my resources page. I'll give you a link to my resources. If you're wondering what I'm using, it's all listed there. And I do have an Amazon affiliate shop. This is my 7x10 watercolor book. I'm on the last or so page of it. I just thought I'd do this. I don't have a plan other than here's what's in my brain. I bought some shirts, went shopping. And New Mexico, the colors I thought of were orange, red, turquoise, like burnt sienna. So I pulled out some colors like that. I don't really know what we're doing, but just that's what we're doing. Okay. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do today. I've just put some painter's tape down. I thought I would show you a little bit of just like, how do I describe it? Where I'm going to form the shape of the flower in my brain with water, and then we're going to put the paint into it, and then we'll go for it. Okay, so now we're in the painting portion. Nobody needs to see me. I love that Julia says, hi from the UK. New Mexico sounds great. Put it on my bucket list. Dancing with cowboys. Yes, they know how to dance. Yes, they do. Now, I'm going to say I danced with a few cowboys who didn't really lead, and I was a little taller than them. That wasn't my comfort zone, but they were so pleasant and nice. And then when they said, where are you from? And I said, California. California? Back. And I was like, no, I'm from Michigan originally. Okay. But that was my trip. I wanted more. I want to share more, but you lead, we'll follow. Yeah. Thank you, you guys. Oh, thank you, Linda. Okay, I'm going to stand up. Y'all can see my surface right now, right? All right, let's just... Now, I pulled this out because it's the Odyssey set. I figured a lot of people, that's on my resources page. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I know I don't have anything prepped. Yes, I am just going to create with you. I thought these colors fit, but I needed to add some sort of turquoise to it. So, oh my God. Jody, by the way, if and when I'm going back to Michigan, it's not if. Yeah, so here's my turquoise. I threw that in. It's way down here. I might have to pull another set out. Jody, by the way, when I go to Michigan, I live and breathe every minute of that time. So that's what I pulled out. Doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen, but I just wanted, and I figured these browns like this Jordan, that would really suit the need. Now, I did miss you guys too. I did. It was so weird because I said I was going to share so much, but the Wi-Fi was intermittent. The other thing about me is sometimes that experience of staying within was like, no, I need to be present. I need to be here every minute. So that's how I approach this. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Oh, gal Jody. All right, we'll plan a Michigan retreat. Oh, thank you. I'm looking for a paintbrush so it's not so large. Okay, that'll work. Oh, I don't have fresh water in here. Yes, I do. Hold on. Yes, I do. It's right here. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Sorry, swear word. Sorry, swear word. Mama didn't teach me to talk like that. All right, sorry, I just spilled water on my desk, which is not unusual when I'm trying to dump. I didn't realize the water, it was so hot here, the water is... All right. Sorry. Yes, Christina, I talked to them today. They're sending me a photo and a final cost list. Hey, let's take a poll. If you were going to buy a beginning set of brushes, let's say there's, I don't know, I have a certain set of brushes that I love, and they're doing a set that's named after moi. What would be the price point and how many brushes do you want? Let's just talk about it. Okay. Oh, hi, Sherry. Okay, I just dumped water all over my desk, but that's all right. So I'm going to do this. While we're talking, and thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to, let's start with something. Now, I'm going to draw. You're not going to necessarily see what I'm drawing because it's white. It's just water. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to go, let's do this, and let's see what happens. Like, okay. And I was talking about the, okay. Yeah, I kind of want to get a sense of where I'm talking. So, well, there might be more than that. But yes, we've gotten it. So this is how I'm going to go with this, and we're going to see what happens, but I'm going to draw the flower. Good. Thank you, Christy. See, Christina's giving me $30 to $50. Okay, good. 4 to 6 brushes. I was trying to keep it under 50 with more than that, like at least, so many brushes. Okay. I know. Okay, good, good. No, look, if you don't rinse off your brush, you're going to, of course, see it. Okay, but see, look at what I'm doing. It's actually better when I have paint on it. I'm painting with the water. Do y'all see that? Under 50, but I wanted them to, thank you. Oh, yeah. I started sketching the hillsides in watercolors when I was there, and it just made, I'm going to use reds too. So yes, I did get further. I'm sorry, I haven't completely taken a vacation. So I'm going to let the watercolor do their thing. Yeah, but I wanted to maximize the number of brushes. Okay, good. So if you notice this, you might not really be able to see what I'm doing, but let's go ahead and let this run. I got to get some turquoise in there because that was my turquoise seemed to be everything I bought. The good news is I love turquoise so much. So thank you guys. I had asked it be under 50, but I'm asking him to photograph, and I want to have stencil brushes and whatever. So yes, we're closer. We've got a Zoom call set up too. So what am I doing? I'm just dumping the black in there and letting it sail away. And if in doubt, add more. My book is a little tilted, so I don't want it all running off the page. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And by the way, tonight I'm going to be painting. You know what? Nobody says I have to keep it in the. Tonight I'm going to be painting shoes. I've got 4 pairs of commissioned shoes I'm doing for somebody that asked me. So I thought I would now, if you're just joining and you're wondering what is going on. What color is the center? I'm just dumping black in there. Yep, that's just black. And I'm not really drawing anything. I'm going between the Odyssey set and the, what is this set? The classic set, because I'm using the teal. And like I said, I was just really affected by the colors I saw. Oh, there was so much teal. I was so thrilled. You know me with teal. It was like, I did buy a couple of shirts. I bought a lot of beef. Like I said, the next time we're going to not bring any food, I guess. And I've got some thank you gifts to mail out. Oh. All right. So do you see, though, the water is doing the work? It's not really me. I don't know. What do you think? Red? Yeah, I think red. Yeah, I'm going to keep with what I'm doing. I'm going to keep, let's just let it flow together. I could put something in between. Now you can kind of, the water's getting dirty, so I'm actually going to do this where it just, so that's red. What's my saying? It's just a piece of paper. If all else fails, just a piece of paper. Let's put, um, let's put like a dark brown in here. Oh, more orange. I'm getting a request for more orange. Let's do this is Jordan, or let's put some brown in there. Oh, here, let's go a little darker. Oh, let's not worry about it. More orange? You want more orange? Okay. I feel like this orange is so pretty. Oops, I didn't wet it down first. Well, that's okay. So let's just, this is, yeah, look, there's, so every week I'm going to inspire you to just keep creating from your experiences. And I just experienced the West, and somebody said more yellow, more orange. So you want some orange in there. Let's go orange. Let's go some orange in here. And then do we want to fill it in and say, okay, it's good? Who's painting with me tonight? Who is literally just grabbed a brush and they're just doing their thing? And look, you can throw some water in there. Who is creating with me? I don't even think I want like I want this to be more turquoise. More turquoise. Okay. I love turquoise too. Well, I want something darker though. Okay, good. You guys, I still haven't missed a Wednesday though. I'm like, I think I planned everything around where I'm not traveling. Okay, good. More turquoise. I'm grabbing the current set because I know there's some more, like this turquoise is real pretty. So I'm not gonna. Normally I would green like whatever the negative space is. I don't think I'm gonna green it. I think I'm gonna like this Dubai or Jordan, like make it a little brown. Happy birthday, Peggy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more little. So let's just dig this out. Let's fit something over here. Um, well, you know what? We'll just figure out this corner is not. Do y'all ever worry and go, what's that flower going to be? What's that thing going to be? I really like this turquoise. Wait a minute. Look at this. We can just layer over. You ever just layer and just layer and just keep going? Yes, we can do that. Okay, I gotta be conscious of the time. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit so it doesn't go. Oh, good. let's see. I should have said happy birthday, or I should have said hello to everybody, but I kind of just jumped right in. I'm just gonna wet this down a little, or just dry this off a little bit so that I can keep this from going everywhere. All right. And then I am going to fill it in with the browns, which normally I wouldn't do, but I kind of felt and I'm just going to wet it like a little bit. See, I'm going to do this so that it doesn't come out. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to, yep. So I'm just filling in this negative space. What's our saying? It's only a piece of paper. So if this just goes to heck in a handbasket, we wasted 32 cents on a piece of paper. It's not that bad. Okay. And just remember, don't worry about the colors I've used. And see, I can just start filling in. The devil will be in the details here, okay? How are we doing? Okay. Now we're going to hope we can save this. Oh. Now, I don't like to obsess over everything. I just want it to be. There we go. Oh, shoot. Didn't put the lid back on my water that I'm drinking. Well, thank you for letting me share my vacation. I'm sure I'll get a few people who leave a comment about not talking about my life. Yeah, Vicky, these were really inspired. I actually bought a shirt with all these colors. More red. I didn't. This red is not as red as I wanted. And don't worry if you think, oh, it's not perfect. I do want to make sure it's dry. Jackie says, I love it. Step away from the painting. What do I tell you all the time? Step away. It's only a piece of paper. Oh, gal. Thank you, Sherry. And you're inspired. You know why? Inspiration is definitely catchy. I'm on the tail end of 2 journals, too, so it's pretty exciting. Oh, thank you, Debbie. This weekend, by the way, I am going to be traveling and visiting artists in my local town. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, you guys. Okay. All right. What do I have going on here? Now let's just get a Sharpie. Let's just keep it simple. I just think even in life, every experience you have, whether it's your next door neighbor, it might be somebody you meet, it might be a location you go to, it kind of shapes your life. So don't be closed off to those. I have lived a lot of my life closed off for whatever reason. Now it's not happening. Now I'm just walking in and having breakfast with whomever will be there. All right. So, what's this? When you're looking at your art, ask what the story is being told to you. And so, let's, lots of storms going. Lots of storms going. All right. So, this is an ultra fine Sharpie. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the paint talk to me for a little bit. It's not going to be a perfect conversation. But we're just going to see what happens. It might not be even a conversation I am opening my heart to, but you just need to. I think I needed to start with a little bit of a thicker pen. So let's just go for it. Anne said, I love watching. It's so peaceful. You know, I don't know. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're not easy, but you see how sometimes the paint just tells the story. Now you're wondering what we're going to do with this area. Let's just do this. Ooh, I know what we're going to do. No, we're not going to do that. I know what I'm going to do. Just hang tight. A little bit of scribbling. A little bit of scribbling just to define what's going on. So this was black that I just let go in the middle. And now we're just going to let your pen just go. Like let it just go. We'll throw some definition into the middle of those. And I know this, like, we're just gonna scribble this. This is why I don't want it to be perfect. And see, So every Wednesday I do free demos, and we have the third Wednesday of the month is mixed media, which we're going to add. But I want you to just scribble. I literally want you to feel like this is an ultra fine Sharpie. Take your thin, whatever it is, and just start. I mean, we can add some definition here. See, who's uncomfortable with scribbling? That's what I want to know. Like, just all right. We got. There's a flower here, but we just don't know. It hasn't. Sometimes when I've had the most stressful day, just doing this feels good. Nobody says you need to draw a perfect flower. Okay, this is just scribbling. I was getting lost a little bit in it. All right, what are you? What are you? What are you right here? Please talk to me. All right, so this one we're gonna. That last one's not talking to me, but look at this. Oh, good. Hitomi said she's been loving. I mean, you think it has to have like this definitive thing, but maybe it's just about letting your pencil do your dirty work. And see, everything that's kind of like, even though you didn't make a perfect shape, see right in between here, I'm just coloring that in. Like, let yourself go during this time and enjoy the process, because I think a lot of us don't know how to relax. My name is Tracy. Hi, I don't know how to relax. This to me is relaxing. And as you dig into it, watch this. You start just adding definition to these like flowers that you've made up, and they don't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. I would encourage you to do this with me or replay this video. It's going to go to my YouTube channel, and just let yourself escape. How many of us don't let ourselves escape in life? Yeah, that's a perfect way to say it, Debbie. I love scribble, makes my wonky lines look purposeful. I mean, nobody knows I didn't have this planned out before I started. It helps if my pen's working. I mean, I totally had this planned. No, I started with an inspiration with some colors I had experienced. The other thing is, let yourself experience life. Sometimes we're so good at just existing. Maybe we should just. This weekend, I wanted to be present for everything. That was important to me. And you can scribble with as thick of a pen. See, I can bring this. Now, one thing to do is start. And is this going to be my best work of art? Maybe not. Maybe I just say that this is the best that was in me today. But maybe that's just good enough, right? Maybe that's the best there is. Oh my God, this is so calming. That's what my brain scribbles better than I have a book underneath here because I wanted to level it out so the paint. It's my last page in the book, so you're wondering what's down there. Okay, so let's give some. You realize your scribble. Give some momentum and flow to those flowers. Doesn't have to be perfect. This guy is still not talking to me. I'm waiting. Come on, buddy. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. It just hit me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Do I care? Nope. What Sharpies should you have? I have several. My favorite Sharpies are ultra fine and fine. I don't, also chisel tip and the brush tip. So right now, all you've seen have been ultra fine and fine. I don't really. It's listed on my resources page. I don't do a ton of colors with Sharpies. I stick to the black. So those are my go tos. And sometimes my drawings are quite literal, and sometimes they're just like, an accident. So today seems like an accident, but I'm happy about that. Now, I don't usually use brown, so that's kind of fun to me because I don't know what's going to go. Oh, I just want something like. There we go. I didn't know what needed to be in there, but I just started going for it. I Oh, Lori said my sister loves doing this. I'm still trying to figure it out. You know what? Maybe there isn't figuring it out. Maybe you just kind of like dig in a little bit. Um, I know sometimes the paint will kind of tell me what to do. Today it's, oh, I don't even know if I'm going to use black there. Hold on. So I'm going to take my Stabilo Aquarellable pencil. This is a pencil, by the way. My sharpener is now missing. I think I found it. And, well, the good news is I thought, it was only last Wednesday when I drew, but I felt like I had lost it a little bit. It's still there. My morning meditations have backed down, and I need to bring those back because my mornings are quite full. So, whoops. I have to sharpen this pencil quite often, so I'm just gonna, I'm going along the tape. That's my, I know I'm not doing it very well, but all right. So aquarellable pencil, it's activated by water, but I can kind of smear this. In fact, there's like a bunch of it hanging out, so. All right. And then I'm gonna just kind of color in. Nothing wrong with a little more scribbling. And I'm still just going along doing the same dang thing. I like that. One last thing. I seem to do this quite frequently. It's my stamp set. So this is the stamp set that I made. Well, that company manufactures for me, Dare to Be Artsy. If you need information on that, it is on my resources page. I'm gonna fill this in a little bit. There we go. And no, I'm not putting it on anything. I'm gonna just do it that way with my fingers. I know that's, oh, look at that. It just feels good to, all right. I think I'm gonna, oh yes, that looks cool. All right. You know, is it perfect? Nah. Was it the mood I was in? Yes. Instead of that black, which I already did the border in black, I have an archival ink that's brown. I'm going to use that. I don't even know what this brown looks like. What can I test it on? Hold on. I know I can test it on something here. All right, and then it is 6:23, so guess what, kids? Okay, yeah, that's okay. I'm just going to go in here and just define, you know, that brown we did. Let's go ahead and define it. Even though I used that black, I think this brown. All right. What do you think? All right. Okay. Mary. It's Stabilo Aquarellable. It's on my resources page. If you just send me a message, I can send you the direct link to it. Okay. This is not my typical. I was influenced by the colors and the stuff I saw this weekend. I saw a lot of, you know, southwestern colors, and that's what I went with. Do I think it's perfect? Nah. I think it's perfectly suiting me at the moment. That's what I think. Yeah, it's in it. I have it listed on there. It's on my what do you call it? Amazon affiliate account. Okay. Yes, and thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I love this part. Booyah. Wow. Okay. This was the second to last page. Well, it was the last page in my art journal, but I skipped a page, so I don't know what happened. I skipped a page, but that's okay. I don't know. I sure like it. You know, do I think this guy's perfect? No. I would probably bring this out a little bit more, but I'm done. That was there. Create from where you are at. If I inspire you, awesome. But if I inspired you to use different colors, even better, okay? I'm not, every week I'm here free just to keep you creating. That's all I want, okay? Is it perfect? Nah. Got ink all over my hands. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, guys. Late to the party. Thank you, Denise. So, by the way, all my videos are recorded. They go on my YouTube channel. I just really want to encourage you to take your art journal while you're traveling. Many of you, life is opened back up a bit more, and I want you to create from the space that you're in. I need to try more of that freestyling, stress free. It's beautiful. Yeah, life isn't stress free, you know. So I'm pretty stressed. I came back from a vacation, and I've got to dig into work. Uh, shoes. Is somebody asking me about shoes? I love you, Christina. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna keep sharing until y'all don't want me to share anymore. Okay, the shoe class is gonna happen tonight. I need to design it. I already know. I know shoes like the back of my hand, but I'm gonna be painting that white pair that's sitting right there, and I'm gonna go for it. So, Kelly Ellen, I work 3 jobs, and I totally understand. I totally understand. Not to mention if you call momming a job. So every day, this is what I do. I travel with it. I live with it. It's kind of my life, and that's what I have try to express, particularly to women. But now I have men in the group. I think do something that you can unwind and just release a little bit. Tarita asked, is your YouTube channel the same name as your Facebook page? Tracy Weinzaffel on YouTube. You can find me. Kelly, thank you. Your lifeline is my lifeline. So I want to thank you. It is 6:28. I always say I'm going to be done by 6:30. Thank you. Christina said, mommy is a job forever. So I'm working 4 jobs too. Yeah. But I'm most passionate about being a mom, and I'm most passionate about teaching my friends like y'all just to find something that you can express yourself, be passionate about, and find the stuff in life that makes you passionate. For example, cowboys. If you get the chance to visit cowboys, is the video choppy or is it me? I've tried switching Wi-Fi's. Hopefully I'm working. I seem to be working here. Okay. I want to thank you guys. I will be, where am I? Anne? Where am I this month? It did keep freezing. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, well, I am, this video will go to my YouTube channel. Wi-Fi probably wasn't the best tonight. And my son is home playing video games. Okay, my son is playing video games too, so I will talk to him about none of that when we're live. Okay, everything was fine. All right, thank you. Yeah, I'll talk to him. I think people are experiencing weather. Otherwise, I'll just tell them to take, yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, Anne. All right, so your Artful Journey members, we entered a whole new month. I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. If you have any questions, you can drop me an email. You should just say it is. But it does sound like it's mostly outside of me. Let's see. I know next week I'm really back with morning meditation and wine with wine. So I do want to thank everybody. If you're curious about my next live event, which is happening, it's in Fort Worth, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. You want to all experience behind the scenes with Tracy? We're going to do it. Y'all want to go to dinner? Let's do it. All right, join the wait list. You'll be notified first. We are only going to have a certain amount of spots. That's it. Done. We're waiting for the location to give us a cap amount. So all that planning will be happening. All right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to y'all soon. I'm going to bring more to you, live videos, live this. I'm doing some stuff locally. So have a great weekend. I will be happy to share more cowboys. Just so you know, there was one day at the rodeo. Oh, and you're going to Texas. And you're going to Texas. Put it on your calendar. I did say at one point, I think this is what my heaven looks like. Good night. Wait. Fort Worth, what? That is where I live. Come to South Lake. Please, Kathy, if you're interested, or if it's Kath, I'm going to be in Fort Worth. We already have the location picked out. It's the 5th, 6th, and 7th of November. So it is in Fort Worth. It is in Fort Worth, okay? You want to be there. All right, I'll talk to you all soon. Yes, you are, Anne. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful evening. And thank you. Oh, Catherine. Thank you, Catherine. I'm going to Fort Worth. Look up Studio One. Carol, I was just in Granbury. So y'all get on the wait list. Yes. I went to Granbury when I was there. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Go to my YouTube channel if you missed this. And while you're there, please click the little button that says subscribe. And every time I'm live, you'll get a new video. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon.